we're off once again, bound for adventure at the Magic Kingdom. We've gotten our sea legs back a little bit, readjusted to life on the outside, and even somewhat reacclimated to the Florida weather. So I think I'm ready for another couple of weeks of this. Unfortunately, I'll be spending those couple of weeks alone because today is Allie's last day in Florida. Allie has been back in school, back in college as of last year, actually. And of course, there's only so many days you're allowed to miss. But I am super glad you were here to help me reacclimate to life outside the living room. And I'm trying not to be too bummed out because after all, we do get a little extra bonus time in the Magic Kingdom before she heads to the airport. Hidden Mickey! And that is never a bad thing. Oh, it's so nice being here. The weather is so strange because it's cold and hot at the same time, but what are you gonna do? Florida. Are you gonna miss it? The wide open spaces and sunshine?
Yes.
You probably miss your cats too.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. It's Piglet. He's such a ham. Dude, I'm even starting to get used to the new castle. Oh, look at this. Here comes the band. I can't think of the last time I saw anyone playing any kind of live music anywhere. Oh my gosh, I found the perfect place to take your picture, Allie. Okay, quick, get in there so I can frame it just right. Oh, perfect. The sign is right. That is the perfect spot for a sick pic. Oh, it is good to see the partner statue again. Good to be staring at a castle again. And really good to find gluten-free French fries again. It's not very often that Allie and I get to eat out together because of my celiac disease, which is why we love coming to Disney World, where there's plenty of allergy-friendly food for the non-gluten eaters like me. Normally, Allie really likes eating at the Columbia Harbor House restaurant, but since that's closed at the moment, our favorite alternative is definitely Pinocchio's Village House, which is right this way. Ooh, my glasses are getting fogged up. I must be getting excited. Oh, how I missed Fantasyland. Human beings cannot survive without imagination, wonder, whimsy, and joy and imagination. I think I said that already. You get the idea. We need hopes, dreams, goals, you know? And sometimes we need French fries. I definitely prefer the old allergy tenders they used to have to these, but I cannot complain because look at the table Allie found. What the heck? It is very hard to get a table in here because they all have to be very spaced out for social distancing because of course this is the one place you're allowed to take off the mask, but somehow she snagged it. And by the way, you actually have to mobile order your food and you can't even come in here and get it or try to get a seat until your order is ready for pickup. That I actually kind of like though, because you come straight in, bam, food. All right, well, we've done our culinary duty, and now, since we're in the neighborhood, we would very rarely ever do this without a fast pass, but with the standby line only 40 minutes, I think it's time for a flight to Neverland. That didn't feel like 40 minutes at all. That felt like 10 minutes. That felt like 1 minute. Well, what do we do with our extra time? I know. How about a nice trip to the graveyard? always feel dead tired after that ride. Sorry, that's just one of my stock jokes. Get it, Allie? Are you gonna miss my dad jokes?
Yeah.
But you like to be alone, huh? You like to be in the house when there isn't a me in there messing it up and getting my laundry all over the floor. Oh man. Oh, it is so beautiful outside today. It's like Florida's giving you a little hug, Allie. It's letting you know how much it loves you. Ooh, look at this. Parasols, fancy. I never see these. There's usually 1,000 people standing in front of them. This is another place I usually never pay attention to. I don't think I've ever even looked at what they have in there. I didn't know they had waffles and funnel cakes.
Me neither.
Dude, look at, just look at that. I mean, just look at that castle and look at that lady. And speaking of that lady, I'm pretty sure I know what you want to do next before you go home. And if my calculations are correct, we need to go from Liberty Square and America's colonial past forward in time into the world of tomorrow. Because if I know Allie, and I think I do, she wants to go to the world of the past. So why Tomorrowland? Why the world of the future? Because Tomorrowland, of course, is the home of Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
It's my favorite ride.
How come?
I don't know, it's cute.
She probably has a crush on the dad in there. Now, I know before the whole pandemic thing, they were planning on changing the ending. I never kept up with whether or not they've done that. But considering they've had to delay everything else, I'm not really expecting it to be different. If it were up to Allie, they would never change any of her favorites.
Yeah, don't change my ride.
All right, here we go.
You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today.
Love itself just cleaned himself, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Ooh la la. So that's little Egypt doing the hoochie coochie, eh, Dad?
Isn't she a knockout? Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
But we do have television when it works.
Give him a left, you big love.
That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my rug. A rubbish, the broom.
I know that show is only like 20 minutes long, but it's so relaxing and it sucks you in so much and it goes through so much time that I feel like it's been years since I've been on the outside. And now look, we're in the future. I just wish the people mover was open. It says it's undergoing refurbishment. Not sure what kind of refurbishment. Not sure when it'll actually open back up. All I know is I want to go to there. Speaking of the future, look at all that Tron Progress back there. There's so much under construction and getting refurbished and so much that was delayed because of the pandemic or started during the pandemic. It's a lot I've got to get up to speed on. And speaking of speed, I think we have just enough time for Allie to get one more space age thrill. Oh, dude. I could never get sick of that one. I don't care what anybody says. The Disney World Space Mountain is awesome. Not saying it's better than Disneyland's. I'm just saying it rules. Never understood why so many West Coast people hate on the original, yes, that's right, the original Space Mountain. But I will always love it. Whew. 70 minutes, yikes. I don't know why, but none of the socially distanced lines feel as long as they apparently are. But I have a theory. I think the legit worst part about being in line ever is just how packed in you are with other people, especially strangers. So with the social distancing, so much more comfortable in there, especially psychologically. It just does not feel that long. Allie, for instance, hates being touched. She just doesn't like when other people break the social distancing rules. You're going crazy when people step over their line in there. It bugs you, huh?
Yes, it does.
It's like, we can follow the rules, can't you? Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I like step over a little bit and then Allie's pulling me back. Oh no, now you're leaving. What if I What if I break a rule by accident? Well, it's a risk I'll just have to take, and unfortunately, we can't dawdle any longer. You've got a great big scholarly tomorrow. You got to be in class at what, 9 in the morning or something like that? So we better get to the airport. Cannot afford to miss this flight. Well, the good news is that California is going to let Disneyland reopen fairly soon. They haven't announced an official date yet. So soon you'll once again be able to go to school and then just drive over to the park for some evening Disney magic. All right. Wave goodbye to the castle, Allie. You've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. I haven't even begun to do my duty yet. We have so much to do this week. I've not yet begun to fight, and I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne. Not that it's relevant, I just suddenly remembered it. Yes! So far, they're not spilling the beans on the 50th anniversary merch yet. I think they're keeping it under wraps till summer. So far, mostly Baby Yoda merch. I mean, they do have all the 2021 merch around. Which reminds me, I wonder what they did with all the 2020 merch. Ugh. But dang, you know it's gonna be right when I leave here. They're gonna be like, announcing, just released. I'm gonna keep my eyes open while I'm here anyway. Just in case. Ooh, finally a pin for Spencer. All right, well, we looked around for some last minute gifts, mostly for the people who helped Allie with her homework and stuff, you know. Some of her classes are online right now, so there was a little sneakiness going on. But she's not really finding the perfect stuff. Maybe you'll just have to take them all to Starbucks or something like that. Oh wait, you can't. You can't in California. Well, send them a gift card by email. Well, look at this. We walk outside and it's like the princesses are coming to say farewell to Allie. Aw, look, it's Tiana. Oh, and all the rest. Oh, this is a touching moment. Well, how about that? All right, we better hurry up so you don't miss your plane. Technically, there's still a lot of time left before that, but of course, Magic Kingdom takes a long time to leave from, you know. You got to go all the way back to the TTC, to your car. See, Allie, it's a good thing you took your week at the beginning of this trip, because anytime I go anywhere without you, people are like, how come you didn't want to bring Allie? I want to bring you all the time. I go lots of places you don't want to go, and then you've got your own things. No one ever believes me. You got school. You got cheeseburgers to eat over there. Medical infusions to attend. You know, fun stuff.
But mostly school.
I feel bad. This is the first time I've ever just dropped you at the curb at the airport, and I know you know what you're doing, but it still just feels wrong. I know, you've traveled a lot now. You know what you're doing. You're not lost. But still, I'm always like, oh, I should be there. So, this will be hard for me. There she went. Sorry I didn't film our goodbye, but it would have been a little too mushy for you. Also, it's kind of hard to film at an airport when like people are whistling at you, like, you can't leave your car here, or give a hug and get out. Loading and unloading. You know how it is. She wanted me to drop her off. She said she could do it herself. When Allie first came to live with me, she literally did not know how to pump gas or use an ATM. It's sort of a long story, and it's her story, not my story to tell. So I'll leave it at that. But suffice to say, there was a lot of stuff I always had to help her with, and so it's, you know, it kind of made me a little protective of her and stuff like that. And so sometimes now she's like, I want to do it by myself, you know, and I gotta let her, but I'm still... She doesn't have to know this, but I'm about to pull over here at the 7-Eleven by the airport. Just until I get that whole, you know, I'm through security, everything's cool text, you know, and then I'll cruise back to the world. All right, she's through security. So it's time for us to head back. Phase 1 is complete. Time to get some sleep. All right, it's definitely lonelier now. But we need to turn this frown upside down, and that is why tomorrow we're gonna hit another park and go on a brand new Disney World ride. All right, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Hollywood. Crazy that it takes flying across the country for me to visit Hollywood, but I strongly prefer this version to the real thing. All right, my friends, look at this. The iconic Chinese theater, the symbol of the original Disney MGM studios, now Disney's Hollywood studios, and former home to the great movie ride, which has now been transformed into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is what I came here today to see. A brand new ride that we've never done together. Unfortunately, we can't go on that ride yet, because this morning, just to see what would happen, I tried to get Rise of the Resistance, and to my very great astonishment, we got it. So hang on, Mickey. Hang on, Minnie. We're taking a quick detour to a nearby galaxy far, far away. I'm pretty worn out, so I was really hoping to sleep in today, but some reason, I woke up just before 7 o'clock, which is exactly the time you have to open the Disney World app and click this button to see if you can ride this ride. So I thought, what the heck? And of course, somehow I randomly got it. Once you got these things, you gotta use them, man. They're more rare than hen's teeth. Here we go again. I've never been on this by myself.
Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times while in line and on the attraction. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave.
All sectors for EVAC. Patrols should be using Skylander for security support.
Dude, the only downside of this is that this is one of the greatest rides ever made, if not the greatest ride ever created. So our first ride on the Mickey train is gonna have to follow this. Ooh, that's a tough act to follow.
Deck is in motion.
Dude, check it out. This is the second time I've been right up in the front like this. I still have a hard time with that not being Akbar.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out, dude.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourself.
I mean, just look at this.
Order resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
I'm thinking about this. Stand back from those doors.
But the masks and the face shield effect. I think you should go this way. Wow, this never gets any less impressive. What in the whole gosh dang world? Oh my gosh, for the love of Yoda. This is incredible. You know how Arby's is like, we've got the meats. The First Order has got the treats, dude. Look at the size of this place. The Resistance can't even get a base together, I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Off to be interrogated. What a fun one. Reminds me of all the fun I used to have in my lawyer's office. Oh, Ben Solo, why couldn't you have been a lawyer?
One this way, you'll follow behind them, keep your distance.
Okay. Awesome. Boy, they're bossy here.
When the door opens, I will call you by color. You will enter the cell and stand in your assigned color.
I take it all back. I can't join the First Order. They're too grumpy. Uh-oh. I think it's our turn. Ooh, torture, fun. Some troopers. Oh. The locksmith. I feel so fancy, like I'm riding in the back of a limo. There's even a sneeze guard back here. Oh, Finn, you were the best character of all the characters. Wow! Here we go. It's so weird. Look how many empty ones there are. Oh, I love this ride. It's got you in. Droid.
Take those tablets and show them.
Wait.
Whoa! I never authorized. Dude, I could never get sick of looking at these. What the heck? Wow! Yeah! Whoa!
Wait, why are you going up? I said down, up is bad.
Okay, that's the better way. That is the better way.
The prisoners have escaped.
Our brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Come on, this is amazing.
Different state. You will tell me the location of the sea.
Oh, dude, this is the best part. Okay, maybe not the best part. Just get another awesome part.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you?
I can't. Yeah.
Okay, you're clear.
Your escape routes came in a little off target.
This ride is so exciting. I cannot help screaming every time. I keep losing my voice even more. Yeah. Yes. My 4th time ever on that ride, which is kind of a lot actually. It's rare to get on it. I gotta say, it is just as impressive each time around. There's so much going on in there. You've got your little transport simulator ride at the beginning there. Then you have kind of a walkthrough of a Star Destroyer, which by itself would be a sweet attraction. Then an insane trackless Star Wars dark ride, followed by that basically Star Tours at the end. Then you have lasers that look like they're flying through the air, animatronic Finn in there, stormtroopers on screens, but animatronic Kylo Ren, the lightsaber. You even have the animatronic droid on each ride vehicle, so it's amazing in its complexity. Hope the plane home doesn't make that noise. What was I saying? Oh yes. Amazing in its complexity, which is evident like right on the surface, you know. Everybody can see that it's complex. The amazing thing about our next ride, the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the name of which I keep fudging all the time, is amazing because of its apparent simplicity. Oh dude, look at this. It's Ray and Chewie. Normally they'd just be walking around down here with all of us, but of course because of social distancing, stick them over there to greet the guests until the crowd gets a little too thick, and then you'll see them vanish pretty quickly. I was distracted by the beautiful Rise of the Resistance, but I keep forgetting that my mission is to go see Mickey and Minnie's Magical Mystery Tour, or whatever it's called.
We got eyes on you.
Good! I've got the droid you're looking for!
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Okay. See, I'm distracted again. I'm very distractible in the first place, and then you mix in all this. Well, this is why my episodes are so long. Okay, finally, we're escaping Batu. Now we just have to make it through Toy Story Land without getting distracted, because I only have one more ride to go. And then I can finally take a rest long enough to catch up on the editing, take a deep breath, and then we really get into the adventures. Okay, now. See, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm always doing Mickey and Minnie, and then I want to say magical, and then I get all confused, and I think I'm thinking of Magical Mystery Tour. It's not my fault. They got Mickey and the Magical Map, Mickey the Magician. There's a lot of Mickey magic in the world, you know? And as you'll see, this ride only adds to it. Wow, dude, it's awesome because they haven't changed the inside of the Chinese theater pretty much at all, which really makes me feel like I'm about to go on the Great Movie Ride. Dude, I was the hugest fan of the Great Movie Ride. The first time I went on that thing, it blew my mind. If you don't know what that is, you'd have to look back a ways, but I've definitely got videos of it on this channel. Okay, now this is different. Dude, what in the world? Okay, I love this. Toontown style, like we stepped into a drawing. Oh, but it's giving me serious old school Disneyland Railroad vibes. Well, half Disneyland, half Woody's Roundup, which I still say should be a real show, but I guess that's a topic for another time. All right, guys, here goes nothing. I'm pretty excited about this. New ride! Oh, dude! Look at that thing! Okay, that is awesome. Those screens have gotten so good at being sort of the same brightness as the things around it. Whoa! It's hard to tell a screen from a projection from a prop these days. Whoa! Oh, dude, living the dream. Stepping into a cartoon.
Can you all hear me?
We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Hello there! How you doing?
Hey, Mickey, man.
Sure you can go sit on right.
Gosh, there was waiting. What could possibly go wrong?
We lost Goofy! Wow! Dude, this is amazing. I can't tell what's real, what's a projection. There's so much to see. I'm so confused. I don't know where to look. Whoa!
Excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now,
is so unusual and weird. Seeing Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto in their weird, like, 2D, 3D forms like that. So strange. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. Yeah. Amazing. Like, what's a painting? What's a screen? Bizarre. Whoa! Looks like we're a little backed up. I didn't know this train came with massage chairs. Dude, well, that was amazing. Window sounds, vibrating seats, so many projections and screens, and I didn't know what was what. I'm so confused and entertained. That was one heck of a ride, literally. All right, well, even though the sign above me says the end, I am sure we'll be back on this ride again rather shortly, because it definitely exceeded my expectations, man. Good times. Dude, I will definitely always shed a tear for the great movie ride. It will always be one of my favorite ride experiences of all time. Having said that, I gotta say, this ride is pretty awesome. And it was about time Mickey Mouse had his own ride. I mean, think about it. It's kind of weird that he didn't before. All right, gang, it's been a crazy 7 or 8 days here. My screamer's busted. Too much excitement on Rise of the Resistance. I got a lot of editing to catch up on. Plus, we have a whole bunch of new adventures and crazy plans for this upcoming week. So I'm off to go prepare. In the meantime, you have done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. So I came to get food, and they always have the plain, old school Heinz barbecue, you know, the one you can't find anywhere anymore. And in with the packets was one of these. Did someone bring that and do the old switcheroo? Are they made by the same company? Is it the same stuff inside with different labels and it got mixed up in the shipment? Mystery. I feel bad. This is the first time I ever just... We just leveled up as friends. Look at this duck with his own private beach. Lucky ducky. Dude, I forgot to mention, look at this sick merch. They have a pocket watch from the railroad. I want that. It's out of my budget, but I want it. Look at these perfect little trains, and even better, check out that coffee mug. I need it all. Not to mention the bird swag. You know, the bird from the barn at the end. Ooh, and speaking of merch and swag, after you pick up all your Mickey Railway gear, don't forget to check out store.randomland.com. How was that? How'd I do? I think I could be the next Billy Mays, you know? I'm still having a bunch of weird camera trouble. This R2 unit might have a bad motivator. We'll figure it out, though. In the meantime, I just have one question. What are you guys still doing here? I told you, we're done. Go home. Sleep well. Why are you just sitting there in the dark like that? Shut your eyes, you creep. So soon, you'll be able to go to school and still experience the Disney magic right from the comforts of, well, not home, but next door. That was a weird sentence. Okay, well, I'll keep my eyes open just in case. All right, you got your stuff that you need? No? Huh? Okay, we'll look a little longer then. Mostly for the people. Oh boy, I forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, look at this. They got Luke Skywalker's floppy hat in here.